おはようございます。サンドロック生活2年目、夏の17日です。まずは今日のお手紙をチェック。これは昨日の武器を手に入れたことに対する町長のお手紙ですね。あの機械というのは部屋の奥にあった旧世界の機械かな？武器の方もそのまま持っていていいとお墨付きをもらいました。バス用の掲示板が設置できるようになったみたいなので、早速設置場所へやってきました。これはバスの待合所かな？中身が空っぽですが椅子とかは後から設置する感じかしら？ぐるっと一回りして満足したので掲示板を設置します。みやんちゃんはそっちの方の担当だったのね。屋根の上に大きな看板がつきました。
Looking good, builders. This is gonna end up being one of the most used structures in Sandrock. I guarantee it.
I'm looking forward to it. Sandrock is finally on the up and up.
You know it.
これであとは実際にバスを走らせるだけですね。というわけで翌日。ポルティアへのバス第1号です。いってらっしゃい。
Looks like the road to Portia is finally open for business.
半日とか思ったより
A
早く着くん
direct
です
route
ね。
that only takes a day's drive. This is going to mean big changes around here.
We should be getting in some of their imports any day now. Could open some doors for you.
Should open a lot of doors for everyone. We'll have new produce, like the portion fragrant apple, cheaper imports for
ポル
grain,
ティアのリンゴ、
water,
チッ
and
プ
a
スにして
lot
2人が
more.
回復してた記憶があります。
I heard Porsche's already finished their new South Block project. They're really looking to expand trade with us. Not to mention, I bet we can expect to see a bit more of your pal Mint, eh, Director?
Indeed. The comfort of the long-distance seating combined with Sleepyhead's infamous proclivity for napping, it's almost too
寝てるう
perfect.
ちについちゃいますね。
Everything's up for Sandrock.
And it's all thanks to you all. We wouldn't be having this conversation without all of your amazing work getting us
お水
here.
の入手が容易になればもっと気を得られますね。
That's what I like to hear. Yes, new shipments of water will be on their way before you know it. And then we'll be ready to move forward with our desert planting. I'll speak with Zeke and update you all when I can. Till then, just enjoy the new supplies, visitors, and reasonably
観光
priced
客がもっと
water.
増えるのかな？
Whatever the case, I can promise you all one thing. Good things are on the horizon.
Can't argue with that. Let's mosey.
は
Wait,
い。どうしたの？
with this task completed, the mobile suit may require a diagnostic checkup, as well as some repairs.
Oh, well, don't you worry about that. By the by, my guys just wouldn't shut up about how great that thing is. You two really did a bang-up job making that thing. She runs like a dream and purrs like a kitten.
I was looking to inquire
早く
upon
返して欲しくて仕方がないの
Oh,
ね。
right. Sure, yeah. We'll just have it dropped off at your place.
Yes!
嬉しそう。自宅に戻ってお手紙をチェック。この開通式ってついさっきのかな？ミントが乗っていったのが第1号ですよね。新しい商品が増えるの、楽しみです。その後特に何もなかったので翌日19日です。ついでに言うと、この日もお手紙をチェックした後特に何もなかったので、ざっくりカットしちゃいます。グレイスからお手紙が届いている。これはめちゃくちゃ嬉しいです。万が一誰かに見られてもいいように上手に書かれていますね。誰かに聞かれたら元気だよって伝えてってことは、他の人にはお手紙を出していないのかな？ まあ、彼女のお仕事を考えるとお手紙に検閲入りそうですし、あんまりたくさんの人には書けないのかも。こちらからのお返事は2種類。こっちもぼかしてはいますが、あんまり突っ込んだ話はしない方がいいかな。というわけで、現在のサンドロックの状況を報告します。町長から、明日町の発展会議をブルームーンでやるから来てね。ってお手紙です。ご飯を食べながらの会議は初めてですね。最後は母からのお手紙。あ、トンネルのモンスターの話、バレていますね。お返事の内容は3種類。お返事、どれがいいかなって思ったのですが、モンスターのことには触れずトンネルの完成まで大変だったんだよ。ってことだけ書きましょう。これまで散々心配させてるし、これ以上心配をかけるようなことを言う必要ないもんね。さて、宣言通り思いっきりカットしまして、翌日20日の夕方です。サンドロックのこれからを話し合う会議がブルームーンで行われます。今までにない大人数ですね。
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to see so many wonderful faces here tonight. I wanted to invite you to discuss the future of Sandrock, without being crammed into the stuffy city hall this time. With the recent opening of the road to Portia, we have access to water like never before, as well as being able to finally increase our access to trade and tourism. All of this was only made possible thanks to the efforts of everyone here at our wonderful town. So, I would like to propose a toast to Heidi, to the builder, to everyone, to Sandrock!
To Sandrock!
ひょっとして席がないこと、不満に思ってます？
Recently, I have been soliciting the opinions of Sandrockers regarding the future development of our town and infrastructure. This time, I'm glad to see everyone's excited about our future for once. We have a couple of proposals to go through tonight. So, without further ado, it is with great pleasure I introduce our wonderful Mian and Zeke to discuss theirs.
この二人ってことは次なる植樹計画かな?
Hello, everyone! Thank you for this opportunity. Recently, I have been working with Zeke on a plan to plant a forest in the Eufaula Outback that could block the sandstorms from Sandrock almost entirely. We've already demonstrated some success with the little woods near Gecko Station, but with portion water, we'll be able to scale up substantially. But I'm not the expert here, so Zeke can explain everything in more detail. Zeke?
サッカーさん大丈夫ですか?
Don't worry, just go over it like we rehearsed. You can do it.
Right. Sorry. Just a little nervous. Been a while. The Eufaula Outback in the north is, really big. It's got lots of land and sand. If we plant trees there, they can stabilize the terrain and stop the runoffs.
Economy?
This isn't some small project, though. It'll probably cost City Hall a lot of money. No, sorry. Didn't mean to say that.
Talk about how it'll help Sandrock.
Right. If we use more water from Portia, we should be able to maintain a large enough forest in the outback to lessen or even stop the sandstorms. We'll finally get a sustainable Sandrock.
And there you have it.
No more sandstorms?
Thank you very much for the presentation, Mian, Zeke. We've been discussing this possibility for a very long time. Now that we finally have the know-how and Mr. Musa's backing, we might just be able to pull it off. Do you have a more detailed plan? What do we need to do first?
Oh, well, I guess I want to do a test planting on the outback sands first. The sand over there is drier, and the water table is much lower. For that, we'll need a small irrigation tower in the area.
Good idea with the test. I'll expedite a budget for that. Does anyone else have something to say about this proposal?
Makes me proud to see a guild member being such a go-getter.
I knew I could count on you. I'll help out as well.
Thank you, Builder. Commissioner Wei.
Thank you all. Now, on to our second proposal. Heidi, if you please.
Good evening, everyone. To the natives here, do you remember Miss Bliss? Yeah, me too. She was the best darn teacher this side of the Alliance. And I am who I am today because she pushed me to always do my best. We don't have that for our children today. We haven't had a school since a sandstorm blew down the old one. I'd say it's about time we built a new one.
Bliss.
So I've got a proposal. It's been sitting there the whole time, since our old minister, whose name I shall not mention, took off. Pretty literally, her destroyed house is just sitting there. Perfect location for a school.
Wow, that's so great! When do we start the PTA? I'll volunteer for everything.
Can Elsie go back to school?
Pa, I ain't a kid. I think it goes without saying that I fully approve of this proposal as well. In fact, I've already submitted a job advertisement for a school teacher. Yes. This school project and the new forest will be our town's primary focus going forward. I think if we can achieve both, we'll finally get more people to settle here. Folks, we're really close now.
We stand ready to do our part, ma'am. Right, everyone?
Yep.
This team is so reliable. I feel like we could build anything if we put our minds to it.
Yen's never praised me before.
This is going to be a lot of work. I'll spread out the assignments amongst us after I have a talk with Heidi. We'll all pitch in together and get that school looking like the pride of the Eufaula.
I never used to believe in good and evil twins, but here you are, proving us all wrong. Anyway, I hope the meeting was useful in letting y'all know a bit more about what's in store for us. I'm still open to more proposals, so if you have ideas for Sandrock, please bring them forward. Let's do our best for our city-state. So let's leave it there for tonight. Everyone, eat up. Owen went out of his way to give us a real feast for tonight. And remember...
Conserve water!
Yeah. Be seeing ya.
Logan, did you get to talk to Trudy about that outpost idea?
Oh, yeah. I saw you talking to Trudy before the meeting. How'd it go?
She's still thinking about it.
Huh? What do you mean she's thinking about it? Spit it out.
Well, she didn't outright say yes. She asked me what I want to do. I said protect Sandrock, hunt monsters, maybe get a lookout tower built. She said, sure, write up a proposal.
Sure? That means yes! Good going, Yak Boy.
Yeah. Glad Trudy liked your idea. Somehow you don't seem all that pleased, though.
Thing is, writing up plans? I ain't good at that.
You don't want to write it? I guess I could try. Although my handwriting has been the subject of criticism at times.
Come on. You guys are overthinking it. Just write exactly what you mean. Trudy wouldn't ask you to write something up if she wasn't seriously considering it. And who knows? You might even find that writing out your ideas will give you new insights.
Well, when you put it that way, yeah, all right. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Let me know if you need help.
これもそのうちお仕事の依頼で来るのかな？
You know, lately, I've been thinking about Matilda.
相手が求める言葉を
Although
かけ
she
るのは
was
上
a
手でしたよ
devotion
ね。
agent,
そのあたりは本
she
当に
used to
使
be
い的だと思い
kind
ます。
and pleasant to everyone. Her speeches at the fireside chats were often inspiring. At the time, I was envious. I thought, that's what a
上
mayor
長
should
は
be.
上長のいいところ、あると思いますよ。最初の頃と比べるとだいぶ自信もついていますよね。
It's not an easy job, but I'll always try to be the best mayor that the Sandrock citizens deserve. Anyway, even though I don't approve of Matilda's actions, I can still learn from her
そう
qualities.
そう、盗める
I
ところは
think
ど
in
ん
the
どん盗
future,
めばいいんです
I
ね。
need to be more confident when communicating with our citizens, so that they can be assured that things are getting done. I have a lot of room for improvement in this area. I'll work hard and figure it out.
ひょっとして応援さんのお話始まってます？
And so, my fellow Sandrockers, I begin my proposal as many famous proposals have begun
クーパーさん、
with
ど
the
こに向かっ
beginning.
て話してるんですか？
Someone once told me that the dictionary defines beginning as the point in time or space at which something begins, or something like that, and I believe that time is now.
Friends, Sandrockers, countrymen, lend me your ears. For too long has our train station stagnated in
ジェ
development.
ンセンさんも
Sure,
どうしたんで
we
す？
gave it a touch-up when Musa came by, but how long has that been? And certainly if Musa likes trains, everyone should like trains.
For it was 7 minutes ago that I began to have a dream.
ひょっとして二人とも
That
演説の
of
練習
a
でもして
new
ます？
attraction being birthed quite literally unto our fine citizens. An attraction with the power to revitalize attentiveness towards our town.
And so I say, ask not what trains can do for you, but what you can do for trains.
The answer is simple. We somehow crossbreed the martle duck and the
な
yakmel
んかとんで
in
もないこ
order
としようと
to
してません？
produce the super flying yakmel. We ain't gonna lose to them winged buffaloes up north.
What you can do for trains being, agree to my proposal of building a high-speed bullet train
こ
for
の他
Sandrock.
新幹線とかあるんですか？
In addition to being a spectacle, this bullet train will produce milk on a level never before conceived by imagination.
Yes, just imagine the joy of traveling to and from Sandrock riding on a super yakmel. What'd you say? Hey, that's my idea.
What's the big idea there, pal? I'm speeching over
お
here.
互いそんな近
You
いところ
got
で
your
話してるから
train speech and my yakmel speech.
What do you mean? I was just minding my own business when you got your yakmel in my train speech.
正直どっちもどっちな気がします。ここは喧嘩両成敗で、
Well, I suppose my plan could use some
意
revisions.
外と素直に受け入れてる。
Hey now, come on, man. Don't let yourself get down and out. Just 'cause one person said they don't like your idea, that ain't the be-all, end-all. I mean, sure, my idea is a million times better, but nothing wrong with second place. Back to me, here's my plan. Way I figure, we just give that science fella a bunch of shiny discs,
スクーターさんは
and
特
he'll
徴を無駄と思
invent
ってるんです
machine,
か？
does what I
便利な
want,
ポケットを持っ
then
た方
a
は便利
builder
じゃないん
will
ですよ。
build it. That's how it always works, ain't it? He just invents whatever is convenient at the time.
Well, regardless, I think I'm not too big to admit that a giant, super flying yakmel, it's a pretty good idea.
いや、
If
役
you
目を
think
飛ば
it's
す必要は
possible.
ないでしょ。
Well, as they say, when life gives you lemons,
それは荒廃したペットの同じレモンだから問題ないわけで、 別の生き物同士を掛け合わせるのはどうかと。
Maybe I was a bit too hard on you there, partner. Sure, a bullet train. Why not? I mean, sounds a bit violent, might throw a couple folks off, but me myself, I enjoy a good bullet that's in the right place. Put her there.
Wow, to finally earn the respect of my next-door neighbor after all these years. Put her there!
なんか最終的に仲良くなってます。
Let's both practice our speeches. Together!
How you holding up, Cat? Not like you to be so quiet at meetings like this. What gives?
確かに珍しく静かでしたね。
Yeah, I've got some ideas, but I'm just mulling them over a bit. You know, not everything has come up spades for me lately. I'm thinking I need to slow down and think things through first.
いつになく慎重になってます。
Need a friendly ear?
話すだけならただですしね。
All right, let's see. I've been thinking about my entrepreneurial career so far, and...
運輸と配達用でもするんです。
You remember how I always talk about Katori World, right? It's always been my dream to... I actually wanted to pitch the idea to Musa, you know? But when I was talking to him while he was in town, something he said stopped
い
me.
つの間にかムサさんと
He
お
quit.
話し
I
していたん
wanted
です
to
ね。
answer, of course I am. But then, I'm not so sure. And that got me thinking. My entire goal coming out here was to create a better life for my son. But I sure am doing a terrible
なるほ
job
ど、
at it.
逃げ道用意しているのを見透かされた。と、香取さんが本気ならみんなお手伝いしますよ。
But I'm afraid that I'll never have time for my son anymore. Or that whatever I try next will fail and you'll all be in for a big disappointment. That's why I didn't give Trudy anything this time.
Oh, Cat, you just take your time. You'll figure it out. We'll always be here, ready to lend a hand.
Thanks, guys. I needed the pep talk.
公式のお知らせで香取ワールドが実現するって見てなければな。
I was nervous because usually Trudy handles all the talking in a presentation.
普段人前で話すことがないと緊張しますよね。
Rocky, now that we're getting a school, we'd better get prepared. I'm so excited.
ここは小さい子供のいるうちの会話かな。
Getting prepared
片
for
方
what?
の予定ですが。
Oh, you know, textbooks, study materials, stationaries, and it's never too early to start greasing up some connections. I'm gonna start writing to the Vincent Design Institute's admissions office.
Oh, yeah. That sounds, cool. Say, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't your baby not even out yet?
それな。
Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. There's no such thing as too early. Most parents of children at Pebble's age already got their kids' education all planned out.
確かに
It's
早めに
much
準備し
easier
た
to
方がい
win
い
the
もの
race
もあ
if
り
you
ます
get a
が、
head
個
start,
人的には
don't
子
you
供は
know?
のびのびと育ってほしいんですよね。
Win the race?
子供の性格や性質もありますし、あんまり早いうちから詰め込みの予定を立てなくてもいいのでは？
Well, maybe what our friend is trying to say is, sometimes you just gotta let kids be kids.
ライアンさんタイプの子供だった
When
ら
I
大
was growing
変
up,
ですよ。
I hardly had any time for myself. Sure, I want to give Pebbles all the best opportunities and stuff, but,
そうそう、子
one
供
of
が
the best
子供をしていない
opportunities
実現
out there is
と一緒です
just
から。
being a kid.
I see. How could I begin trying to control someone else's life when I barely have control over my own life?
そんなことは言ってないと思うのですが、
Well, I wasn't saying that exactly.
ライアン断筆祭、大丈夫かな？翌日21日、ウェイから各種図面が届きました。関西東洋の指示灯とタンクの図面、それから学校用の時計の図面の3つです。あとは局長がどこにいるのかわからないんだけど、多分宇宙船の遺跡だろうと書かれています。まあ、十中八九そうでしょうね。あとはザッカーさんの植樹のお手伝いとか、学校建築のお手伝いもできるから、 余裕があったらよろしくね、って書いてありました。材料は揃っているので、まずは灌漑塔に必要なものから作っていきます。思ったより小さいのかな？大きなものって、ここで組み立ててる時点ですでに結構なサイズありますよね。灌漑塔の骨組み、完成。続けて灌漑用の貯水タンクを作っていきます。鉄板の消費分を補充しようとしていますね。製作に時間のかかる素材はなるべく在庫に余裕を持たせておきたいたちなんです。灌漑用貯水タンク、完成。一瞬忘れかけていた学校の時計も作っていきます。学校の時計、完成。というわけで、それぞれお届けに行きましょう。まずは学校から。骨組みが作られていますね。これ、骨組みと屋根が完成したら餅巻きありませんか？子供の頃楽しくて好きだったんですよ。
Nice school clock! Thank you! We'll install it when the building's complete. With all the support we're getting, my team will bang this out in no time flat.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm sorry about the low budget. Too much went into fixing the town after the Duvos occupation. Even though the Alliance agreed to help some, we still need to cover the upfront cost.
It's okay. Even though we're going with the super economical plan, the school will still be safe, comfortable, and fine-tuned for children. Shame we had to throw out the original plan, though.
Original plan? Well, just out of curiosity.
Well, gosh, do we have time? I have it right here. Sure, why not?
Wow, this looks great! It's even better than when we had a tall sky. Why are we going with this one? Was budget really the only reason?
Yeah, I know Trudy's been racking her brain about how to come up with more money. But with the reforestation plan also taking up a chunk, we just don't have enough.
You win some, you lose some. I think just having a school is a good start. We can consider upgrading when we get more people moving here. Now, let's wrap things up.
I said ahem. I do, thank you. Mayor Trudy, Heidi! In order to promote the betterment of our town through education, which I consider the most valuable investment there is, I hereby pledge to donate a sum of 500,000 goals.
What? 500,000?
Girl, the heck you get that kind of money? I know builders are well off, but still.
Oh, you guys didn't know? Turns out Yen had just been pocketing most of my income all this time. In the end, I got a huge settlement from the Commerce Guild. I've kinda just been sitting on the money for a while, and I never wanted to use it for anything. Until now.
That Yan.
With this kind of funding, we can afford Heidi's original design and then some, right?
Mian, we are very grateful, but this is a lot. Maybe you should take some time to think this over.
Certainly not 500,000. I mean, that is seriously a lot of money.
Well, Well, if the money is more than enough, then use the rest for something else. Maybe you can build a university here? Roxanne, you?
Hang on. Let's all just cool our jets for a minute, alright? Mian, you've worked so hard for what you earned, and it was almost taken from you. I just think it's wrong for us to accept so much from you.
Huh? What do you mean? You won't accept my donation? Trudy, if you don't take it, I'll just anonymously stuff it into City Hall's mailbox.
Heidi, how about this? How much would you need to carry out your original plan? Please, make a budget plan for me. Mian, on behalf of Sandrock City Hall, I officially accept your donation to the construction of a new school. We will only accept the budgeted amount and not a goal more. Furthermore, we'll do a breakdown of cost to make sure everything is accounted for. Heidi, Mian, do you accept?
No problem!
We truly thank you, Mian.
Great. Now that that's settled, I think we're going to need lots of new raw materials and assets. Builders, when I get everything planned out, I'll post them on the commission board. Be sure to keep a close eye on the board. I'm counting on ya.
了解です。続いて管材塔を設置しにやってきました。これ、組み立てステーションでは骨組みのサイズが小さかったのですが、ちゃんとそれな
Thanks
り
for the
のサイ
help.
ズの
It
施設で
looks
したね。
great. You're gonna end up being one of the best builders of our generation, aren't ya? Anyway, if you want to also help us plant some trees, you can get some seeds from Zeke. Help yourself.
お次は植樹ですね。
You know,
小さな森の時同様、使っている範囲が私の担当かな。ではサクサク植えていきましょう。一度に4本ずつ植えていけるのはいいのですが、後ろの2本がちゃんと植えられるかいちいち確認しないといけないのはちょっと面倒。カメラの向きを変えればいいだけだということに気がつきました。というわけで、植樹完了です。これで今受けていたメインミッションは終わりかな？この後は素材を集めながら自宅に帰っただけなので今回はここまでです。それではおやすみなさい。